Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the channel where today I was going to do a double review, but actually on thought, on introspection, on an idea that hit me while I was reading the two books that I'm going to mention. I decided to change tack and present to you a question, a doubt, a thought that occurred to me and I wanted to share and put it out there. And the question is, do books have an expiry date? So let me elaborate on that a little bit. So over the summer, and I think just last week, I was reading on my Kindle and I finished reading Alice in Wonderland and the continuation of the second part of the sequel, whatever you want to call it, Through the Looking Glass. The books are in the public domain. They're available on Project Gutenberg. You can just put them on the Kindle for free, whatever. So, read them. And I was thinking, I'm going to do this review, but who's actually interested in those books? And then the question was, well, who's actually interested in not just Alice in Wonderland or Through the Looking Glass, but maybe other books that I've read in my life? Maybe like those adventure books from the 19th century, so like Treasure Island or Robinson Crusoe, or all the Jules Verne stuff, like that proto science fiction stuff. Like, are these books relevant anymore, or are books in general, do they have a staying power? I mean, some do, I suppose, but some books don't. And what makes them not have a staying power? And even some books that are highly regarded and highly considered. I could be talking about here personally, like Don Quixote, or maybe Shakespeare's plays, or Dickens stuff, or Tolstoy, or these sort of things. I mean, they are very highly regarded by academics, but do people still want to read them? Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland. Is there any hunger for these books left? And if so, why? And if it isn't, then why not? Why do some books seem to have a staying power, and why do some books seem to just get forgotten? I mean, a lot of books are forgotten, and to be honest, as I said, I didn't want to do a review of Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, but if I was to, I can't see who would be interested in reading those books these days. I mean, I suppose it's a sort of pseudo proto fantasy, and the fantasy genre has evolved so much that through what prism, under what light do we look at these books, and what do they mean for us anymore these days? Things like, I don't know, Frankenstein or Bram Stoker's Dracula, like what's the point of them? Are they just like an obsolete technology that some of us still look back with some kind of fondness or joy because of nostalgia? Like I may still play computer games from the 80s or the 90s, fully admitting and aware that games these days are way more evolved and way more complicated, like, manual cars versus automatic cars. I don't know. What's the point? Do books have an expiry date? And if so, are they just like a collector's item? Are they just like curiosities to see what people were into in the past, but really they just mere sort of relics to be sort of wondered at and looked at? I don't know. I'm trying to make up my mind about it, and I'm sort of ranting and rambling here, and then just sort of free flowing, putting thoughts together in a non-cohesive manner. But anyway, this is all I have for today. As usual, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't done so, sorry, like, subscribe, comment. Please, in this particular instance, share your thoughts and opinions on the subject, because I haven't made up my mind at all about it. Anyway, take lots and lots of care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.